Print statements are your best friend. When your program isn't working how you expect it to, you're going to want to look at all of the inputs as you read them in to make sure that you're reading them in properly. So this is just a simple program. I've created two integer variables, num1 and num2, and I'm creating the sum. I'm going to add num1 and num2, and then I'm going to read them in and then print the sum. So let's run this and see if it's correct. So 3, 4, the sum is 0. Okay, not good. So I think after I read in num1, I'm going to print it out just to make sure. And I usually do like that in my output just so I know this is a debug statement. And I'll print out the contents of num1. And I can say, num1, something like that. And then I'll run that and make sure that's working. So 3. So yeah, num1 has 3 in it. That's right. So let's do the same for num2. I'm going to take this. So after I read in the integer 2, I want to print it out. So let me see. Num2, so integer 1, and then it's saying integer num1 again is 0. That's so weird. Oh, let me just change the label. Okay, the label. So I'll print out num2 because I'm reading in integer 2. So I want to print out num2. So let's see if that works. 4 and 3. It's still saying it's 0. I wonder why. Oh, look. Num1 again. I'm not reading it into num2. Okay, let's do that. Let's let's change that. Okay, so by using these print statements, I knew I had read in a correct number. It worked when I did num1, but it didn't work when I did num2. So that made me look at this statement in detail and find out that, oh, I was reading it into the wrong variable. Okay, so that's how print's going to help you with that. So let's run it again. So num1, 4, okay, it read the 4 in. Num2, 5, it read the 5 in, but sum is 0 still. I wonder why sum is 0. Okay, well, I think my error might be up here. And because this is an error that a lot of students make, they think they can make a formula up at the top, and then whenever they enter num1 and num2, it will automatically go back up and update sum. Well, that's not how programming works. Programming starts at the top. It'll set num1 to 1 or to 0, num2 to 0. It's going to set sum to 0 plus 0, and so sum has 0 in it, which we can tell. And then num1 gets a number, num2 gets a number, but when I print out sum, it's still set to num1 plus num2. Okay, so this is just a common error that you want to make sure you understand why that doesn't work. So I'm going to copy that, and I'll set that to 0. And then after I read in the inputs, then I will set sum to num1 plus 2 and then print sum. So let's see. So 4 and 5, and the sum is 9. So now it works.